Good evening, everyone. At the sight of the crowds, his heart was moved with pity for them because they were troubled and abandoned, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is abundant, but the laborers are few. So ask the master of the harvest to send out laborers for his harvest." Matthew 9, verses 36 to 38. This passage from today's Gospel begins by revealing to us the heart of Jesus. His heart is one that is moved with pity. As Jesus looked at the crowds before him, he could see that they were troubled and abandoned, like sheep without a shepherd. The sight of them evoked compassion, concern, and mercy from within him. This is a beautiful image to prayerfully ponder. As Jesus looks at you, he gazes at you as he gazed at the crowds long ago. As he does, the same depths of mercy and compassion are evoked within his sacred heart. Sometimes when we think of God, we allow ourselves to have inaccurate perceptions of who he is and how he sees us. If you do not regularly see the compassionate heart of Jesus, then ponder this passage and know that his heart of love for you is the same as it was for the crowds. The second part of the passage above reveals to us one of the ways that Jesus reaches out to us. He is the master of the harvest, who has called others to himself and then sent them forth to minister in his name and with his authority. The lines that follow the gospel quoted above tell us that Jesus immediately summoned his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to drive them out and to cure every disease and every illness. As you look at your own life, your struggles, your spiritual needs, and your desire to grow in faith, how has God fed you? Through whom has he spoken to you? This shepherding will take place by your participation in the Mass, through the sacrament of confession, through holy preaching, through the written word, through the inspired witness of another, and in many other ways. What's helpful to ponder is that any time you have encountered the grace of God through another, it happened because the master of the harvest chose to send a laborer to you. When good fruit is born in your life, it was God who initiated that good work through another, out of the mercy and compassion of his sacred heart. Reflect today upon the image of Jesus gazing at you with love and choosing to send his ministers to you in his name and with his authority. Pay special attention to how God has been speaking to you recently. If it is through a particular book, keep reading. If it is through a certain preacher of the gospel, keep listening. If it is through a certain conversation with a friend, spouse, or loved one, keep talking. God loves you, has a heart full of compassion for you, and will continue to reach out to you in many different ways, especially by sending others to you in his name. And God bless you.
Compassion and love for us. We have seen how the Lord instructs Moses, telling the Israelites how the Lord had been so compassionate, loving, and caring for them especially taking them out from the bondage of slavery and sinfulness in Egypt. After the Lord had manifested His care, love, and compassion to His people, who were compared as sheep without shepherd. Some are discouraged, some are rejected, some are down and out. In the midst of all these difficulties and challenges, my sisters, the Lord has shared us that the harvest is so abundant, but the laborers are few. Thus, we need more people to be up for the harvest in God's vineyard. After then, He summoned the 12 and gave them authority to expel demons, to cure or for the cure of those who are sick. Give them power and authority. Interestingly, brothers and sisters, the Lord has chosen the 12. He named them. It shows them not just in a very abstract and criminal way, but the Lord has chosen each person, the 12 apostles, calling them, identifying them, their names and person. Now in the Gospel, brothers and sisters, Jesus gives authority to His apostles to bring liberation under His name. They are to heal the sick, drive out demons, cleanse lepers, and raise the dead. The authority is not all about having power over constituents, but Jesus giving authority means enabling them to proclaim God's kingdom through acts of love and service. It is very interesting, brothers and sisters, that in this Sunday, the Lord has manifested His love, compassion, care for others, and thus telling them that the harvest is so abundant, the harvest is so great, but the laborers are few. And thus you have to pray from God to give laborers for His harvests. That we should ask the Master to give more laborers to His harvests. It's a big challenge for us, brothers and sisters, for we always belong to the selected few of Jesus. We are always invited, encourage them to become laborers into God's harvests. Day after day is an invitation for us to respond. It's an invitation for us to work hard, to labor for the vineyard of the Lord. And definitely, as we become disciples or followers of the Lord, all of us are enjoined to bring the message. All of us are challenged to bring the good news. But first and foremost, we have to manifest our care, our love, our compassion for others.